See me?
Yep.
What's up, guys? Figured I'm gonna build this truck, so I figured I'd get a video of, you know, keep evidence that my 4-year-old is helping me. So basically, what we're doing is it's a '68 F100 that's swapped onto a F250 highboy chassis, and wasn't exactly done the best way. So we're gonna go through and essentially redo everything and keep it as stock, but as nice and functional as possible. And yeah, so let's go through what we've already done.
Okay.
So we pulled off fenders already. We're gonna end up pulling the motor out. We're gonna do the whole frame. Everything's gonna get, you know, redone, powder coated, and trucks repainted. And I think we'll go to some Super Duty axles just to go with all disc brakes. Can't decide whether I want to do a Super Duty, like a 6.4, 6.0 front end swap on the axle, because for ride quality. But we're gonna you know, play by ear and see how it goes. It currently has a 390 medium block, I guess, and I gotta decide whether I go with that motor, that 460 right there, or I've got another a 351 modified small block that's in a million pieces right now that we might go with. So yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. Now that it's 11 o'clock and I'm gonna try and not piss the neighbors off, drain the coolant so I can get the radiator out. Let's see. Oh, that's loose. That's awesome. That's probably real good for it. Okay, now let's see how big of a mess I can make. Yeah, I don't want to wear that. Okay. Yeah, this should end well. Oh yeah. Definitely not gonna need hoses for that for sure. I set that down. Will you sit right there? Sure. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, I will be back after I get that. Turns out there's a drain on this radiator, so let me just grab my hammer. I have to grab some pliers. Oh. Shoe and pliers. Okay. Now let's see if we can wear this coolant water. Let's see. Sure, it goes that way. Okay, so I couldn't do it by hand, but now I can. Ooh, that looks yummy. Okay, now I'll just let that sit and drain. Ouch. Yeah, this truck does run, and it's got a massive lifter tick in the top end, so I need to deal with that, and it's got a little bit of an oil leak, and basically I want to keep the frame from rusting any more than it already is, and the floorboards of the cab need to be redone, the cab corners, and so yeah, like I figured we will just do full frame off and go from there. But yeah, no, it's not a bad truck. I'll show you what it looked like before it got sanded down and way too much Bondo put on it. I'll put a picture in right here, so that way you can see it and kind of understand. And then yeah, now it looks like doors got Bondo. The fender, the front of the fender on this side had a pretty good kink in it right there that basically I would say unrepairable, but I'm not the repair guy, so you can kind of see. Let's see if I can get a good angle on it. That's not supposed to be beveled in right there. It's supposed to be straight now. So yeah, we'll let this coolant drain out, and as you can see right there, she's obviously been sitting a while, and I don't want to take any risks, so we'll pull the intake off, do those lifters, probably do the heads just to make sure there's no water that got sucked into a cylinder, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I got the radiator out. That's Marty. Say hi, Marty. Anyways, got the radiator out. I was going to pull this radiator support off. Realized I gotta pull the hood off. That's gonna take some help. So I'm gonna have to wait till later this week to do it. But like I said, got the radiator out, and yeah, now I'll check back in a couple days and get the hood off, pull the radiator support out, these inner fenders. Hopefully start pulling that top end of that motor apart and get her all fixed up.